Welcome to a special version of a crossover show between the Honolulu Cheese Podcast and Cheeseheads and the Bear. Boys, we have a slight civil war here because we are claiming to be the pretty much #1 NFC North podcast.
Ooh.
Do you guys have an official ranking that you lie and tell people?
Now, our ratings go down when we tell them there's a Vikings fan on it, so I'm going to be on it.
Okay. Well, joining me as always, Ryan and Moran are here as we head into a Thanksgiving showdown. We also have, from Cheeseheads and the Bear, Alex, Brennan, and Connor. Fellas, thanks so much for inviting us to do this. I think this is going to be a great time, and anytime you get to make fun of a Vikings fan, that's always fun. So good to see you, Alex.
Great.
This is
It's not happening enough this year, so we got to make sure it happens again.
Right. Yeah. No, you're right.
Hey,
We're just running around too happy.
Let's not let Matt front. He was all over this Vikings fan before we hit record, but we'll keep it that way.
Yeah. Let's not let that slide.
He was loving him some Alex for sure.
If it doesn't happen
Got a
live,
new mic, though. Got a new mic.
it may have never happened. So we'll
Guys,
never
is
know.
this the first time on either of our shows where we've had a representative from every NFC North team on at the same time?
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, we know no Lions fans, so yes.
We're like the Power Rangers. This is incredible.
This is nice.
joining forces right
Super
now.
friends.
Let's go, dude. Best friends.
Wow.
This is kind of like, I don't know who out there is a wrestling fan, but this is kind of like the CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns War Games team up as far as I'm concerned. So,
I love that.
Yep, just like that. That's what everyone was thinking.
Speaking of fantasy worlds, let's get into Woo and Chew, boys. This past week.
So let's describe the segment because we have other fans
that's a
listening
great
who
idea.
might not know what Woo and Chew is.
Ryan,
So-
why don't you go ahead and do that since it makes no sense and you think it does?
Perfect. I'd love to. So with Woo and Chew, it's a little different. It's a fantasy segment where we each pick a Woo player and people think, Woo, that's great. It's not like that on our show. Woo means you've been bad,
boy.
awful, not good, disappointing. And Chew means that you've been great. You might have won someone the week, had a blast, have a day, as they say in the NFL. So let's kick it off. Who wants to go first?
Well, similar to the NFL draft, I was thinking we go in reverse order and we start in last place with the Vikings. So, Alex, why don't you get us started for Woo and Chew, my friend?
Oh, all right. I will go with, and this is just a personal pick here. Picked him up off waivers because my guy was on a bye last week. So I just wanted to give a huge shout out to this guy, Andy Borregales, the kicker for the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Came out there, got me 18 points from a kicker. I usually have Cameron Dicker, but he was on a bye last week, so I had to pick up a guy. I had the Packers backup guy for a second until I realized that Brandon McManus was going to play again. So literally like 20 minutes before the start of the noon games, dropped him, pick up this guy, and he dropped me 18 points. Helped me secure the dub last week. So
That's
huge chew for Mr. Borregales.
Yeah.
I'm probably butchering the hell out of
Super
that.
good with names.
Shout out Andy. Shout out Andy.
Shout out Andy.
All right. And, Alex, do you have a Woo player for us?
I mean, I can go with the obvious one here. I can go with JJ McCarthy as my Woo. He was on my bench. I was smart enough to put him there, but holy
That's on
crap.
your roster.
Have you been
2
starting
points.
JJ
Dynasty.
McCarthy?
Dynasty.
Oh,
Dynasty.
okay. That's fair.
Well, Alex.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I was about
he's
to
been on my
leave.
bench.
He's been
So,
holding on for dear life.
Yep. He
Wow.
is on the way out. Possibly pretty soon here on my fantasy team. So
Dude, you could get a third.
points.
You can get a third.
We'll get into this a little bit earlier, but this is like kind of a free flowing, we're kind of trying something out here. There's a lot of us. So I was just curious, Alex, if you were a betting man, which you may or may not be, who would be your pick to start week 1, 2026 for the Minnesota Vikings? Because in most cases, a young QB gets a lot of chances. but in most cases, a young QB is going to a bad roster. That is not the case with the Vikings. The Vikings don't have a ton of time to wait around. So just curious, if could be JJ, but just curious who you think starts week 1 next year for your beloved Vikings.
I might be a hot take here. I do not think it's going to be JJ McCarthy. I'm going to go with either two guys. One guy, as Brendan just showed, it's either going to be Mac Jones, since we've shown that we love project quarterbacks and bringing them in on second, third chances. It doesn't work on the first try for us for some reason. But either him or somebody that I have really grown to accept as a serious possibility over the past couple of weeks of watching JJ McCarthy play football for my football team here. Aaron Rodgers could be, if he runs it back one more year, who's to say he's not going to come in and
Ryan,
imagine his production on the Steelers right now, but with this Vikings roster.
They were flirting with him in the offseason.
They didn't want him.
yes.
I don't think Rodgers.
The
another
offensive
year.
line play would need to be significantly better, or else he would die back there. If he was taking the amount of sacks that JJ McCarthy's been having to take, or even Carson Wentz, the way that he got freaking shelved for the rest of the year. But
well, Alex, let's just be real here. You just want him to fill in the same prophecy that Brett Favre did with the Packers, the Jets, and the Vikings.
Better.
Can we just be honest?
The
Yes,
problem
but
is
just get us there.
the problem is the Vikings already told Rodgers no, and he holds grudges. So
Get outta here.
Imagine that phone call. Hey, Rodgers, you want to come in? Fuck you. No.
Literally, like,
That's
Aaron
exactly
doesn't
how
do
it's
that,
going
does
down
he?
too.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna go there. But
I was seeing
Well,
a
you
lot
never
of people.
know.
The reason I asked Alex, I was seeing a lot of people throwing around Kyler as an option if he were done in Arizona.
I'd get that jersey immediately.
I've heard Kyler as well, but
I've heard Kyler.
he's. I don't know. I think it's
Kyler over
absolutely
Aaron
a better
Rodgers?
situation.
Yeah.
Younger,
would be
yeah.
for sure.
You got to get a young. You don't want to put a 40. What would he be? 43 by the
I think
time
he's
next year.
43,
something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
My dark horse that, like, if everything went perfect and everything was great, and I had my pick of who we would target next year, hedge our entire future. I don't care if it's the next 5-6 years, I do not care. Give the Bengals
I know
whatever
what
they
you're saying.
want and
Yeah.
get Joe Burrow out of Cincinnati.
That would be
is-
impactful.
Yeah, he cannot stay there for his career, or he's going to have an Andrew Luck-esque career. So get him out of there. Bring him to Minnesota with his other LSU teammate. That would be like my like ideal scenario. Obviously, would be Joe Burrow starting for quarterback for my Minnesota Vikings. But that would be like the dream right there.
Yeah, no, that would rock for you.
How
I
many?
would
How
not
many?
be a
How many
fan of
first do you think that would be? Like 5, 6?
I was gonna say 4.
Yeah,
7?
that's why I said the next 5 or 6 years.
that. I think even if you call and offer 5, the Bengals laugh and hang up the phone. They probably tell you like throw in
agree.
Jefferson,
How many beers
throw
would
in
it take the Bengals
Darisaw.
GM to actually do that?
Oh,
I don't know.
dude,
He's kind of an
so
idiot
many
too.
beers.
So
You know who I think you could go after though? That'd be cheaper, possibly. CJ Stroud.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he's
have a
cheaper,
brain
and
now.
going into
think
that
Houston would
situation,
do
I
that
think he
either.
would be. I think he would be good as well.
or
I
Matt
like that Mac
Sky.
Jones call from Brennan. I think that, been in a Shanahan offense off of the McVay tree. O'Connell's off the McVay tree. Just a dude where he's a gamer. He's not going to lose you games. He's going to – I mean, O'Connell was winning games with Josh Dobbs, so it's not looking great for JJ. But, I wish
You
not.
leave that hairless wonder alone. He did excellent things.
That's right.
We
All
were
right.
in the game and he lost.
Charlie V.
Awesome.
Charlie V
Back
with
on
the-
track with Woo and Chu. Ryan, third place, Ryan. My mistake. Ryan, who
It's
was
still-
your Woo and Chu?
Third place, not for long. Ryan is going with Brock Purdy for my woo pick. I actually had Herbert and Bo Nix both on bye, so I had to reach deep down that waiver wire for Brock Purdy, and I was very disappointed. I mean, he's usually mid.
He's usually
to av- like-
usually pretty good, I would say.
there you go. You got it. You got it. Very good. But 3 interceptions is just not getting the job done. Carolina has a solid secondary, so that was a risky thing to begin with, but didn't love that start, and I'm gonna take his member in the backfield as my chew pick. It's Christian McCaffrey. I think this guy's the best fantasy player of all time. I really do, and I don't think that's crazy to say. Like
guys,
It
it's
is,
yeah.
but
When healthy,
he's a cheat code.
when
man.
healthy,
He's
He's a
disgusting.
cheat code. He really is. I mean, 89 yards with a touchdown, 7 catches for 53 yards. It's like a weekly thing, man. It's just what he does.
absolute
Money.
stud. All right, on to second place. And we always let's open the door for our guest. Connor, you got a woo and chew for us, buddy?
I do. So my woo is going to be Jonathan Taylor. I played Brennan this week in fantasy in our big league, and he dropped 8 points, and I ended up losing by 10. So if he has just an average week for him, if he has 18 points, I end up winning. But nope, he had 8 points. He didn't really do shit. Didn't score a touchdown, and that killed me. I could also throw in the fact that I played the Lions defense. Thanks, Ryan. -2 points. What a
No one
bunch
told
of
you to do
bums.
that.
Come on,
James
man.
Winston, dude, beast.
And then I got 2 really fast. I got 2 chews. One of them was just going to be Emmanuel Wilson. I tried to get him. Well, choo-choo. Emmanuel Wilson, 28 rushes, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns. I tried to get him. I didn't actually end up getting him in any of my leagues, but awesome. Then another one. I lost in Dynasty as well, but Kareem Hunt in my Dynasty league. When half my team's hurt, my team is horrible. Throw in Kareem Hunt gets me 20 points.
Surely
So-
say you're tanking. You should, so they know that your team's out.
I
there.
am tanking.
You are tanking.
Your team
I
is
traded
awful.
like half
Purposely.
of my team for
It's terrible.
4
That's
first-round
Probably
picks
the worst
this
team I've ever
coming year.
seen.
Yeah,
You
it's
lost,
bad.
but if it wasn't for Hunt, you would have been Kareemed. Many might
yes.
say.
Correct.
We are on
Correct.
fire.
Guy.
I also played Alec
This
Ayo
guy
man or whatever.
sometimes.
Bear fans, man, am I right?
Yeah,
Guys?
those would be mine.
All right, Connor, good work, buddy. Moran, back to you, buddy. Moran, just so everyone knows, Moran is on baby watch. His wife is ready to go into labor in the next 10 minutes, but he told her, Kathy, sit down. We're not going to the hospital until we do this collab with the Cheesehead
Hold
and the
it.
Bear Boys. So she's upstairs. She's keeping that baby in for at least another 45 minutes, Moran. Hit us with your woo and chew.
Well, before I do that, I just want to say that I'm a firm believer in equal rights, and I would never speak to my wife like that.
Nice. Way to
What a guy.
Nice.
What a guy.
Thank you for clarifying. Appreciate it.
Right,
No
right.
problem.
My
She's
extremely pregnant wife.
She's not listening right now. It's okay. Yeah.
Out of here.
Was that right? I was supposed to say that, right?
So my woo player is, I mean, he's been woo his entire career, but I had to roll with him. Kyle Pitts. Like every week, I'm like, oh, Kirk Cousins, security blanket, tight end.
He sucks.
4.5.
He's from the pits of hell. He sucks. He blows.
Guys, you
I
are.
never
guy
really,
is
for
awesome
some
at this.
reason, I had never really done this in my head with Kyle Pitts, but I was listening to some Falcons fan talk about how every time he watches Kyle Pitts, he just thinks about how they took him 1 pick ahead of Jamar Chase, and I was like, oh, God.
Matt, I was just
I never
thinking
really
that.
thought about that. But
It's
fuck,
not even
that's
just
brutal.
Jamar. It's literally every player taken after Pitt. Just listen to these names.
Draft
This is in order: Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Penei Sewell, J.C. Horn, Pat Surtain, Devonta Smith, Justin Fields. I apologize, Matt and Brennan, Micah Parsons, and Rashawn Slater. Like
Brother.
you could not have missed.
Oh my god.
What a
Like, take anybody.
generation
What
of
a
fumble.
run in that draft.
Oh
Holy
my
Take
God.
anybody else. So it's not even just
Imagine-
that he's bad. It's
Imagine
like,
one of two teams drafted a shitty player, and we have
For
two
real.
fans of them on this pod.
Is that the Trevor draft, Ryan? Trevor Wilson?
Yeah. Trevor Wilson,
Trey Lance.
Was it?
Yes.
Man, the first
What
four
year
is
is that?
brutal.
2019,
But then it
2020?
ends up being one of the best first round drafts like we've seen in recent memory. There's like Hall of Fame names on that entire list. It's crazy. Crazy.
Was that the
crazy.
2020 class?
21.
Yeah,
21.
Oh,
Jeez.
that's wild.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
insane.
Sucks.
Yeah, so Kyle Pitts sucks.
Kyle
All right,
Pitts.
Moran, you got a chew player for us, buddy? Or do
Yeah.
we just know who it is? You just going back to the well?
Well, who do you think it is?
The guy you pick every
Jason.
week?
Oh, I mean, I could do that. Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigbo 45. Boring. I'm not gonna do that. Like,
It's pretty
broke
good.
the Seahawks receiving record for a season. It's like week 12.
I was actually about to surprise how low that was, to be honest.
yeah, he's about to pass Kelvin, but no, my Chew player is I think he's still open against the Lions. Woohoo! Secondary, Wan'Dale Robinson.
Based.
Literally,
Based.
the Lions could not stop him.
He's so
ended
tiny.
up with 38 in a PPR league. And yeah, he looked like Jerry Rice, and I have to hear about the Lions defense this week, and I'm supposed to be worried. But yeah, that's my Chew player.
God, this week's gonna be awesome.
I think you mean Juan. I think you mean Juan.
So much is going to change this week.
Here, I love
This
it.
week's going to be crazy.
All right. And then let's see. We did 4th place. We did 3rd place. We did 2nd place. So I guess that just means we have 1st place left.
I think that would be the last
that's
one.
the Bears. Brennan from Cheesehead and the Bear, our other Bears fan. Brennan, hit us with a Chew, pal.
Let's do it. My Chew is going to be former Packer Devontae Adams. That guy is unbelievable. Top 5 still. I don't care. He gets open. The fade routes. It's poetry in motion. It's sex.
He somehow turned into Jerome Bettis, where you just look at his stat line and you're like, 2 catches for 3 yards and 2 scores. How did this happen?
He's just a beast. And then my woo, I'm going to go with, I got a lot of options, but I'll just go with Lamar Jackson against the Jets. Probably a lot of people in this podcast made him a lock of started the week last week, and he, had 7 points. So that was against the Jets defense. So that was tough. That was a tough look, tough game for them, but they won. So yeah, but he's going to be my woo there.
Love it.
Love it.
And then we'll round it out here. Another 1st place Bears fan with myself. Keep it a little short. My woo player, and I can't believe he made it all the way to me. I feel like if we were drafting, this would be the steal of the draft. Where was Jameson Williams? Jameson Williams had 0. Jameson Williams is running all around. Jameson Williams is open. He's catching balls. They're coming back from penalties. Jameson Williams, I look at the box score.
He was exercising.
0.
Cardio.
Cardio king.
He was running cardio out there like he was K. Dotton, J-Mo. Get going on Thursday. And then my Chew player, just because he's the most electric person who's ever lived on the whole planet, Jameis Winston. Jameson, I just figured that out. Whoa. Jameis Winston throws for 365 and 2 against the Lions. And it's the 4th most impressive thing he did. He caught a touchdown, not a cheap ass like they lobbed it to him and he caught it in the end zone wide open.
You didn't see it yet?
Shimmy shook and stiff armed a professional DB on Lions defense to the ground.
Even worse, Matt, a linebacker. It was Derek Barnes.
Derek Barnes.
Call him out.
You need to look that up right now. It was an insane play.
I was out
that
hunting.
Ryan thinks is good.
And
I was hunting this weekend, so I literally didn't really get to watch like any of the games or see anything that happened. So
Jameis was hunting Derek Barnes because he made him look like a child.
I thought it was. He looked like Anquan Bolden.
97%. J-Mo was just running around literally all game.
Yeah,
that is
just
crazy.
running fast. Don't get me wrong. He was
fast.
running fast.
J-Mo dominated the week before. Like his play is kind of like his personality. Yeah, he's a roller coaster, man.
Connor, quick question.
Yeah, that guy's a real gamble.
Were you hunting rabbits?
I was not hunting rabbits.
God damn it. This is
I was
awesome.
hunting the Diaz.
All right, so that gets it done for Woo and Chew. Let's move on. Let's talk a little NFC North, boys. I think the best place to start, because we have a head-to-head matchup, is going to be Packers-Vikings, which wasn't the most exciting game I've ever seen. Alex, let's go to you first for the Vikings perspective. Just overall thoughts on the game. Wasn't great, obviously, but just, takeaways. Are we kind of mailing it in on the season? Do we have any glimmers of hope? Let's just hear your 10,000-foot view, kind of how you're feeling, big picture, macro, micro sense as well, just from last week, and just how things are rolling.
Yeah, I got to say that was the most unemotionally involved I've been in a game since I can really remember. Just even keel the whole time, knowing like we were down, obviously going into half, it was a close game. And then we forced them to punt, and our punt returner starts blocking one of the gunners. It gets pushed into the ball, and the Packers recover the ball within the 10. So immediately after that, I was like, yep, all right, cool. This is it. This is done. The rest of the season is out. I'm out for the rest of the season. There's no hope for a playoff push or anything like that. The only glimmer of hope, I would say, is that J.J. McCarthy possibly is not starting next week, and Max Brosmer might be going in there. So that is the only hope, I guess, that I have, because I don't know what the hell is going on, but J.J. McCarthy is one of, if not the worst starting quarterback in the league right now. And I can't tell if it's because he can't get out of his own head, or if it's because he's just genuinely ass, or if it's because his mechanics are bad, or if it's because our offense is too complex for him and he just can't handle it. There's so many different aspects to it. It would be one thing if he showed, consistent, growth in one aspect of playing quarterback, but sure. he doesn't. It's a consistent roller coaster with every aspect. So I don't foresee a whole lot of hope when it comes to JJ McCarthy for the rest of the season. Only thing it's going to be is reps and starts, and
at this point, right? He's got to play. Like, I know you talked about Brosmer, and like. Sure, maybe that's like if you have some Jordan Addison or Justin Jefferson bags and best ball, like maybe that helps a little bit, sure. But like realistically, from this point on, you have to throw JJ out there. He's had 6, 7 NFL starts. You got to see if there's anything there we can salvage. Quarterback is hard. It's just like.
But Matt, I disagree with you though, because like. You can't let him do terribly for that long. It's gonna kill his whole
the confidence.
Psyche.
It's a weird balancing act.
But you also can't go into next year with a bad JJ as your starter. Like, you could try and get lucky with the Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones plan and bring in a Kyler, a Mac Jones, like we talked about earlier. But like, if you bring in a Mac Jones to compete with JJ's dusted. He's toast. It's done.
Why can't you just move on?
He's a rookie contract.
Who cares? The Niners did it with Trey Lance. You move on, and you cut your losses, and you just move.
So, Moran, I agree that you could do that, but the thing is, like, if that's possible at the end of the tunnel, you have to play him for the rest of this year. You have
to. You can play him out the rest of this year. Yeah, but
that's what I mean.
He doesn't good. Yeah, he doesn't deserve.
If Brosmer goes out there and throws for like 300, at least 2 touchdowns, lights it up.
Looks like Brock Purdy out there. You're like, oh Jesus, oh no.
What do you do then?
Dude, it could be one of those things that I feel like kind of happened when the Packers played the Giants, when Love goes down for a little bit and Malik Willis came in, and his first drive he goes out and scores a touchdown, and we're looking at Jordan Love going, why can't you do that in like half of these games? And then he went out there and actually looked good the rest of the game. So you never know. You throw Brosmer in for, maybe the first half of the game or the second half of the game. He plays well. Look at JJ go, your spot's taken if you don't figure it out.
Anything is worth a shot when someone's playing this bad.
Can't be worse, you would think.
That's what I mean.
It literally can't be worse.
Like Jamarcus Russell territory. Like, I saw that and I felt actually so bad for Vikings fans. Not really, but I thought it was fun.
And JJ watches tape. Jamarcus never did. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, JJ's trying.
JJ also wasn't on lean.
I mean, that also helps you play quarterback, I would think.
You're on to something.
You guys need to trade for Blake Corum, dude. That's all you got to do. That was JJ's best friend. Main reason they won the Natty.
Go ahead, Brett. I'm sorry.
No, I was just making fun of him. You got to.
No, I was just gonna say what's crazy is JJ is playing this bad and he's sober. Jamarcus wasn't sober, so I don't understand it.
Dude,
maybe JJ should start drinking, take the edge off.
Sweet,
My favorite NFL story is how Jamarcus's coaches gave him a blank tape to see if he was actually watching film or not.
Yes.
And he didn't say anything about it, which confirmed he wasn't doing shit on his off days.
No,
like,
nothing on it.
wasn't.
No, he said he watched it, and they're like,
Yeah,
"How can you watch it
nothing
on
on it.
tape?"
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy.
Rocket arm, though. You never know.
Yeah, great talent, I guess.
It could
So
happen.
I want to ask Alex, though, before we have Moran chip in, where are we at with Justin Jefferson? Seriously, because Jefferson's frustration level is high. Like, we all see it. We're seeing the clips of him frustrated and yelling, blah, blah, blah. And he's done that with Kirk Cousins. He's done it with other quarterbacks in the past. And he has the right to. He's that good. You've earned that right to bitch and complain. But that's my worry in starting JJ the rest of the year is you're just going to piss off your star player more and more and more. And you're wasting a good roster around you, like we said earlier. So where are we at with Jefferson?
I think he's not a Stephon Diggs, right? And I think that's what a lot of people are like, is at least Vikings fans are kind of jumping to, is like, oh, he's going to get all pissed off and he's going to start writing cryptic messages on X and request a trade. Like that was Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is a diva. It's very well documented. He's proven it multiple times. We get that. Justin Jefferson is, and Kevin O'Connell even said this in a presser. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, in a post-game press conference when asked about Justin Jefferson's frustrations. And he is the franchise player. Like, and Kevin O'Connell literally referred to him as that. I think whatever it takes to make Justin Jefferson feel as though he has a chance to continue to compete and continue to be one of the best receivers. I think that's just more what he cares about, as well as, being competitive in these games. And we're not. We have not been. These games have not been competitive. We've been getting blown out. We've been shooting ourselves in the foot. We look low energy. It's been bad vibes all around for the past 6 weeks. So I think it's just boiling frustration that, once the offseason rolls around, we figure out what to do at quarterback. And unfortunately, as a receiver, you're very dependent on your quarterback. And up until this point, Justin Jefferson had been QB proof. Well, he hadn't played with J.J. McCarthy yet. So
Crazy.
That's the scariest thing about the JJ thing, the JJ McCarthy thing for me is it was a couple of years ago. I heard an interview with Kevin O'Connell, and he was just talking about how organizations fail quarterbacks. It's not the other way around. And like, they have the pieces, you have the play caller. It's not like Kevin O'Connell is trying to shove JJ McCarthy's skill set into a Kevin O'Connell offense and it doesn't fit. Kevin O'Connell, I have no doubt, is trying to do everything possible to get the best out of JJ McCarthy. And so far, it's just not there, which, again, hasn't been a lot of games, but it's a little scary for sure.
What is he at, 6 starts now?
Probably 6 or 7, yeah.
Just have JJ play the Lions every week. He'll look like the best quarterback ever.
Or get him.
You guys beat the Lions in Detroit. We could all make fun of Ryan.
Most bizarre NFL season ever. I don't care.
It's seriously.
That shit's crazy.
Seriously.
Moran and Connor, from your guys' perspective on Vikings Packers, was it just like, oh God, we could just run the ball 50 times and we play on Thursday, so we should just do that? Or what was the plan there? Moran, you sometimes give Matt LaFleur a lot of shit for being conservative. This is a game script where I felt like, what's even the point of throwing it?
Yeah, his conservative bothers me, but this was the game you had to do it. Like, there was no reason to throw the ball. We're getting 4 or 5 yards a carry. Emmanuel Wilson looks great. Shit. You want to shore up your offensive line before Thursday. It was a boring game to watch. Like, on the flip side, Alex had no emotional interest in the game. I was interested, but I was also, like, I knew we were going to win the game. So it's like, okay, cool. Like, wow, we got a fumble. Cool. Like, I don't know. I don't want to sound cocky that we beat Minnesota. Like, every game is hard. Ask the Lions and the Giants how that game went. But just it was like a ho hum game. It just was expected, I guess. But I did like what I seen out of our defense. Our defense dominated. Michael Parsons is a freak of nature. You want to put 3 guys on him? Cool. I'll just run you over and get the sack. And you know what? You guys don't need to pick on Alex. He's been doing good, and he's a good guy. So
he's a good guy.
He's a
great guy.
We just
Very good looking, nice,
handsome.
Hey,
sounds great.
He is for sure.
Yeah.
How about we just talk positively about Alex the whole time until he turns bright red?
Needs it.
He
needs it.
And
But yeah,
Connor, you mentioned you didn't see a ton of the game. Did you watch the condensed replay? Did you catch highlights? Were the deers biting or whatever they say in Wisconsin?
I did get to catch a bit of the game. I got to watch most of the third quarter. But, from what I saw, Emmanuel Wilson looked great. Our defense looked really, really good. And, like we're talking about, we're shitting on JJ a lot, but, it's just kind of cherry on top when you're playing him at quarterback. So, all around we looked pretty good. One thing I wanted to touch on, too, was I know we were conservative with our play calling and stuff, which is fine. Like Moran said, that this was the game to do it. We were doing just fine with the run. But you could switch it up a little bit. Like the one drive that I really got to see the full drive of, we ran the ball literally every single play. Just run, and we end up kicking a field goal. So we got points out of it, but it's like, play action.
Maybe take one
something.
shot,
like
right?
one little, 3-yard pad, like a screen or slants, something. Maybe switch it up a little, catch them off guard.
If you don't like that, you don't like Green Bay
that.
Packers football, baby.
Yeah. Dude,
Why would you need to?
Oh my god! I mean,
That's what
we
I'm
didn't
saying.
really need to.
I think fantasy football ruined the NFL in general. Like, if we can run it 70 times and have 2 passes, I'll watch that all day. I don't care. Like, I like the domination.
Right, but it's just like, I don't know. I'd like to see us just be a little bit more. The running game was dominant, but at the same time, I still feel like we could use the reps for
sure.
our wide receivers and Jordan Love to maybe even just spark a little bit more confidence, because
That's
how
a
he
great
plays,
point,
he's up and down. So it's like I love the fact that we're being able to run the ball so well and so dominantly, but take a couple shots or just switch it up a little bit. I'm not saying go deeper, like we have to involve the pass that much, especially last game, but mix it up a little bit and at least get the other guys some reps and kind of see what they can do as well. But a win's a win. I'm happy with that overall.
All right, hell yeah.
I got a quick question before we move on. What's your guys' opinion on Rashawn Gary? And will he be in a Packers uniform next year?
I think so.
Great question.
I think it's very unlikely that he is. And the reason is because he makes so much money. And he's very good. Very good. But Enagbare with Michael Parsons next to him can do the same stuff. It's not
Anybody
go ahead.
with Micah Parsons next to him.
I was going to say, what
That's
happened
what
to
I'm
Lucas Van Ness? Where'd he go?
He's still hurt.
He's hurt. Okay.
He was never there to begin with.
I haven't
He
heard
sure
him.
was first game of the
Like,
season.
Week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you can get away with a
remember that
lot
guy.
more with Michael Parsons, and no need to pay Gary what he wants to earn. If he wants to come back on a lesser deal, I'm down for it. But if you don't, we're not going to pay you $20 million.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that. If he's going to want to be paid a shit ton, then we probably won't have him. But if he actually wants to be a part of a team that has like still a bright future and probably most likely going to be somewhat of a contender next year, and he wants to take a little less, then absolutely come back. But if he wants to just get paid, then I'd agree. We probably won't have him next year.
We were doing a little what if earlier. Lucas Van Ness, what would he go, like 13th overall?
Yep.
In the draft. Fun fact, trivia, who was pick 20 in that draft?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. You
Oh.
think
Yeah, that'd
he'd
be
be
fun.
good on the Packers, or what do you guys
Oh.
think? I'm just wondering.
Nah.
Honestly,
No.
probably
We
not.
wouldn't
We wouldn't use him. Yep, we wouldn't use him.
They have him right now. His name's Matthew Golden. They just don't use him at all. So
You know
That's
the
true,
pick was.
too.
You know the pick was right before Lucas Van Ness, Matt.
No, but I have it pulled up. So
Jameer Gibbs.
that guy's
All
pretty
right,
good.
that seems like a good segue, Ryan. Jameer Gibbs, aka Superman.
Sonic.
Holy shit! Nobody picked this man for your Chew player.
I thought somebody else was, to be honest.
Yeah, I left it for Ryan,
No, honestly, I try to stick to players on like my actual fantasy team, and I wasn't smart enough to
Jahmyr
take him
Gibbs
this
runs
year,
for 220, scores 3 touchdowns, catches 10 balls. Not good enough for Ryan's true player. Not good enough.
Yeah.
What else
game
does
winner.
this guy got to do, Ryan?
With the game winner. Honestly, I mean, he's carrying our entire offense right now. Are we jumping into Lions Giants? Is that what we're doing?
Are you familiar with segues, Ryan?
No.
Oh,
That's
What's that?
In the
He had
business,
he had
they call
11
it
in
a
the first
segue.
game against the Packers too.
That's crazy.
yeah, but he ran for 40 yards on us, so
Yeah, he got slammed.
There it is.
Yeah, offense is kind of
14 to
broken that
carry.
day.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
All right, real quick, before we get into Lions, Ryan, because this is just a fun thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got one football game to win this year, right now, 2 weeks from now. They say, all right, who do you want at running back? Who are you taking Alex first? Any running back in the NFL, you got to win one game.
Right now or all time?
Right now.
Probably not
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, Brennan,
I'll go Bijan.
Bijan, Connor,
I think I got to go JT as well. Just a little bit of Wisconsin love there.
JT, Moran,
Jonathan Taylor, because Gibbs can't run in between the tackles.
Jonathan Taylor, Ryan, to you.
Crazy
guy
because that's
knows
actually
ball.
exactly what he did on that game-winning touchdown.
Yeah,
but
when you
I
do it 1
digress.
out of 90 carries, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, sure. No, I mean, give me Gibbs. I think there's no one better.
Matt, who are you picking?
Oh, my headphones were beeping there in my ear. I'll go CMC.
DeAndre
Just
Swift.
'cause-
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
guys are
whoa,
freaking
Good
good.
phenomenon guy for sure.
DeAndre Swift
Yeah.
does have 3 weeks every season where he just looks like a god. And these
Yeah,
3 weeks
really,
have already
really.
passed.
Guy, for sure. I
Yeah,
was
they're in the same category.
my buddies in my group chat texted that during Bears Steelers they were sitting like in the north end zone, and my other buddy was just like super hammered, and he was singing La Bamba with Manungai, Manungai, Mama. I was like, dude,
That's awesome.
That is well done. And they're like, yeah, it was
That's
funny
hilarious.
the first time, but then the 48th time it was a lot less funny. So if he's listening, he'll hear that. But yeah, let's get into Lions, Ryan. A bit of a scary one out at the old Ford's Field, that pal?
Yeah, I mean, that was honestly the most stressful Lions game in a very, very, very long time. And it was supposed to be, heading into it, like Lions had a spread of about 1,000, take care of business, worry about Green Bay on Thursday, blah, blah, blah. Dude, Jameis Winston is just going to go down in like NFL lore as both the funniest and somehow scariest quarterback to face. Because for a fact, no matter what happens, that man is getting 350 and dropping the most legendary quote before the game. It's just going to
dude.
happen.
I'll tell you what, I don't want anybody else. If I'm on an NFL team and Jameis Winston's on my team giving me the pregame speech, I'm locked in. I don't want anybody else for that doing the speech.
He's in his own universe. Like, he's won. Nobody else is even close.
He has a career in broadcasting, and he's got to be featured on one of our shows when he's all said and done.
Absolutely.
That would be incredible. But, our defense shit the bed. And, we've had a really good year defensively altogether. Last week was just not it. We here, I'll do what Moran does. We just play down to our competition. It's just something that we do, and we're good in every other way possible, but we just played down to a bad opponent. I just don't get what happened. It just happened.
Texas man does that too.
You know what?
You know what's crazy though
that a
is
common
both
thing?
of both of you agree with it. Tell me I'm wrong.
No. I agree with your opinion. Yeah, you do it. You do it.
We do. We play up and down the competition. It's fact.
What's crazy is the Lions' defense has only looked good against shitty opponents, except the Eagles, and the Eagles' offense has been broken all year.
Where would we put the Lions' defense in the league right now?
Probably behind
like number wise, like a
Northwestern.
ranking.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Gun
I
to
think a
head,
fair.
I would say like 20.
Oh,
top
no.
20 or 20.
Like right around 20.
20th out of 32.
Correct.
Yeah.
I was going to say like anywhere
man.
from 15 to 17.
I was gonna say 15
to 20 is a good range
somewhere
right
in
there,
that
I think.
range.
I was gonna say like 12. But
The names
Did you
of
watch?
it, maybe.
Did you watch the Giants
talent
game, Ryan?
wise.
what have you done for me lately? Recency bias is definitely a thing.
I would
but,
say 24 to 28 because they're ass cheeks.
Chee.
I'll be right there with the Packers offense right behind us.
Damn.
Being honest.
I don't know, man. But you know what? Honestly, it wasn't a good day for our offense either, but thank God for Jahmyr Gibbs. Like that, and any Lions fan listening will know exactly what I'm talking about. The same old Lions feeling kept creeping up. And I hate using that term just because it's so like overplayed and outdated at this point. But that really is what it felt like. Like when Jameis is throwing moon balls and it's just landing in a guy's cradle and no one's within 10 yards of him. It just felt like a Lions game from the past where it's just everything is going wrong. And it doesn't matter if you're in it or not. You just know it's not going to end well. And what's getting lost in all of this is Jake Bates' 59-yard field goal that looked like Tim Wakefield's best knuckleball, where it's just in and out and in and out. And he nailed it, as he does. Like, Alex, you saw the Vikings game last year. Like, that's what he does. Sorry, not to pour it on.
I saw, Ryan, some people on X, the Everything app, insinuating that there was some foul play involved with the dome and the aerodynamics at Ford Field for that field goal.
Oh, I want to hear about this. Go ahead.
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
It's crazy how a ball moves like that indoors.
Yeah, I was on X, the Everything app, and people were just saying, they're like,
you saw that?
Possible big wind machines. I don't know, Ryan. People are talking.
Pushing the cheaters.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Hey, does Aiden Hutchinson get a sack on anything other than 3rd and 19?
Didn't he, Moran? I hate to do this, but I think he had the play that ended the game.
Correct.
Yeah, after 5 quarters. Good job. Proud of you.
But that was pretty important.
70 snaps. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of you.
That was pretty important, though.
I didn't know Moran played right tackle for the Giants because that's exactly what he said after the game.
He was spot on.
I know the ball.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson has not been good this year. I don't care what you say.
Oh, well, he's top 10 in sacks, so there's that.
That's fine.
Here's one, Ryan, I'll be honest. The Bears were playing at the same time as the Lions, so I was box score watching
all our
a
teams
little.
were playing at the same time. That was rough.
My biggest takeaway from Lions-Giants is in the regular season, if a team scores a touchdown on the first possession of overtime, the game should be over. That Jahmyr Gibbs fucking run was so sick and so awesome. The fact that they even had to keep playing is just stupid.
It's a Josh Allen
what are
rule,
we
man.
Yeah,
I
know.
I get it.
I know, but how hype would it have been for the game to end like that? Like, that place must have been so electric. And I agree with you. I think, like, I honestly forgot for a second that was even the rule anymore. So I was just ready for the game to be over. But all in all, like, just breaking down the game a little bit, I'm terrified that we can't protect Jared Goff. And I'm actually, like, moving forward, like, this Packers game is going to be a litmus test. It really is. Because if we continue to look the way we've looked, and the Giants have a good front seven, like, we can be honest about it. Like, Brian Burns is a beast. So I'm not, like, shocked that we did, but it's just been a struggle that we've had for a few weeks now, and it's just not looking good. And it's like Jared Goff's kryptonite, and it's not sustainable. It is because the Giants blew it. I don't know what they were thinking by not kicking that field goal at the end of the game, but
I actually like that call, to be honest with you, because
let's talk about that, man. Because I can't get there with that.
You're 2-9. Go for the dagger. It's that simple.
Well, I was just talking with one of my buddies after the game.
What they're doing.
It drastically changes in my opinion, I feel like it drastically changed the way that you guys, the Lions, called plays on that next drive, because you were just worried about getting into field goal range. If they would have kicked that field goal, you have to go down and you have to score a touchdown. The entire playbook is wide open. By them not kicking that field goal, you guys play a little more conservative. Go for at least the field goal. That's the thought process, right? Is we just need 3 points, tie it up, take it into overtime. Then the Giants have another chance to possibly win the game. Is Jahmyr Gibbs put a stop to all that. But
Alex,
I feel like
for
that
me
was the thought process behind it.
The difference is getting to the 40-yard line and having Bates kick a near 60-yarder, or actually crossing into the end zone. Like, it's so much harder to do. And honestly, like, if you're the Giants, I understand the whole 2-9, what do you have to lose? But at some point, your team needs to learn how to close out a game. Like,
I thought that was Dable's fault. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, right.
For no reason.
Right. No, but for real, like, and if like they have the stupid penalty where they're slapping the ball out of the hand, delay of game, that's an extra 5 yards, which gets Jake Bates even more in the field goal range. Like, it's just stuff like that that you leave yourself so wide open to, and you know we have a good kicker and we're indoors. Like, make us go on your defense and score a touchdown. Like, Goff has looked shaky, our offensive line looks shaky. I don't know, man. I just feel like if you're the Giants, I'm just pissed as a fan because we've seen this story like 6 times this year. Where we just,
I feel bad for Giants fans.
I do too. It's brutal.
Their future is bright though.
2
So
Super
I don't
Bowls in
really
a lifetime.
Though they already have a quarterback, the best thing that can happen to them is landing the number 1 pick and being able to trade it for a fucking haul.
They wouldn't
That's
do
fair.
that though. They would draft somebody.
Yeah,
He'd
you
be
can
out.
draft
or
somebody.
draft the
I mean,
best
even if you
available.
get a high pick just to add to the future of this team.
But like,
Like-
what if the Giants end up at 1 and the Jets end up at 4 or something? And you can get like the Jets first this year, the Jets first next, like just at this time of the year, sometimes it's hard to see the forest for the trees. The best thing for the Giants franchise is losing these games, especially without Jackson Dart, without Scattaboo, without Neighbors. Like, just it doesn't
Coming from a
benefit
Bears
you
fan.
to win with a coach that's not going to
Dude,
be
Jackson
around and a
Dart, man.
quarterback that's not going to be there.
I got a quick question, very off topic. Matt, are you guys going to make the playoffs yet, or you're still just having fun?
Oh, we're having fun.
We're 8-3. I feel like if we go 3 and
This guy
3
always
Oh
has
my God,
stipulations.
man.
the
Jesus
rest of the
Christ.
year, I will say to go from 8-3 to not making the playoffs, I would be disappointed.
Okay,
Not
that's all
like
you-
in the
that's
whole
all you had to
season,
say.
but I would be bummed with how it ended. I'll say that.
See, Brent, did you say no?
I would not be disappointed if we missed
Why?
the playoffs.
Why?
Because there's 3 or 4 teams all with the same record right now. I mean,
But you are in contention right now. Like,
bro,
why
we're
would
in
you?
first
came into
place.
the- not
We
in
came into the
contention.
season, and you guys predicted we'd get 6 wins.
It doesn't
But
matter.
we're not
past
talking
that.
about we're talking about
that
right
has
now. Like,
nothing
you have a
to do with the
chance.
standings right now. Who cares what everybody said before the
Let me
season?
give you guys a good example. Ryan, you're a Pistons fan. You guys are 13-2.
15-2.
15-2, I'm sorry, whatever it is. If you guys are not a top 3 team in the East, which you did not think you would be at the beginning of the year,
I'm jumping
would
off
you
the
be
building.
mad? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. That's all I'm
Absolutely.
saying. Expectations
Absolutely.
change.
But I mean,
100%.
okay.
I
So
like
wait,
that
to be fair,
so I don't. There.
Yeah, I'm
one
a
good
math
year-
guy. I just look at playoff
is not
odds.
gonna,
Like,
like-
look at the odds of the Bears to make the playoffs. It's like 50%.
It's
Man,
not even
I think
that.
that's
It's like
fair.
26% or something really low.
Matt, that's
Like,
because you guys are losers. That's why the odds are like that. They're not real
so I'm not
numbers.
going to be mad if we miss the playoffs. We would have been supposed to win 7 games. I
But
don't
you
know
have
what like.
8
but you've
already.
already done that, and now go get
Yeah,
more.
but then everyone tells me we're going through this gauntlet. If we lose out and don't make the playoffs, the only reason I'm not going to be bummed because going into this year, the main thing was to figure out if Ben Johnson was a guy and
We're
Caleb.
past
Dude,
that.
I'm not past that.
Brennan knows. Brennan's exactly
Dude,
right.
I don't.
This is crazy. For anyone who hasn't listened to our show, Brennan just said exactly the same
Oh, I've
sentence.
talked to Matt about this. I listened.
Yeah, we can
100%.
tell.
I
You guys
talked to him,
pre-planned
like-
your answer. We got it.
You were
Oh
so
my
correct.
God.
You were so correct.
It's
Like
just
if we win 10 games and we miss the playoffs because the 49ers have 11, what am I supposed to do? Like,
Hang
I
on.
can't
And
do
I'm
anything
gonna
the-
play,
about that.
and Moran asked this question when this got brought up the other week. If you guys lose these big games in this gauntlet down the road, doesn't that actually prove that Ben Johnson and Caleb might not be those dudes and they just beat up on bad teams?
Ryan, we're playing
Kind of depends how we
teams-
lose. If we get blown
Ryan,
out,
we have 0 starting linebackers and 0 starting cornerbacks.
Don't do that.
We have
No,
7 guys out on
Matt,
defense.
we had
no.
19
Ryan,
guys on
I swear to
IR
God,
last
if
year.
you
We
tell
won
me not to
15
do this
games.
after fucking crying
wanna
last
hear
year
about
about
that.
injuries
Yeah.
on defense.
Yeah, we won
Matt-
15
Matt's
games,
preaching
and I was
right
still
now.
mad when we lost.
Matt's spitting right now.
But I'm just
No,
saying,
he's
if we
not.
lose games, it's not going to be because of our offense. Like, our offense is like sitting on a bomb ready to explode.
Hold on.
Man, you
might
guys are
happen
scoring
Friday.
on
Hot
bad
take.
teams, though.
I gotta cut Matt off because he's never mentioned these injuries prior to this.
Thank you, Moran.
Well, I'm
You
just
have
saying,
not.
our entire linebacker core wasn't hurt before last week.
Who cares? You guys are
Aren't-
1-0 without them.
Okay, and I feel like playing the Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, versus playing the Steelers with Mason Rudolph is a little different.
A little bit.
Like,
I would
it's
I would
not the
have to
same.
say that's a little different.
Dude,
A little
just
different.
not
the
the
Eagles'
same.
offense is broken right now. It doesn't matter who you have on defense; they can't
You
move
know
the ball
how
on
you
anybody.
fix your offense? You play a team missing their entire back seven. Like that's a possibility. That could go bad.
This guy, I'm not gonna lie, I'm with Brennan and Matt on this one. If
The
you
Eagles-
came into
Oh my
the season with no expectations and you're exceeding those expectations, that's a win on the season, regardless.
Yeah, okay, like I don't want to take that away. Like it's absolutely a win of a season, but why not like keep going? Like you have 8 wins already. You're number 1 in the North so far. But
We're
I feel
not
like,
trying to
as
lose
of right
games,
now,
to be
I get,
we would
I know
love
that.
to go
but
I know
14-3.
that.
Half
But
would play
I'm
the
just saying-
second hardest schedule remaining in the
I
league.
get that, but dude,
It's like when people-
I feel like you're at the point where you can go and win. Like you have that actual playoff chance, even if you lose first round. Like getting there would just be like cherry on top.
100%.
It's like when,
No one's saying
it's like
that's
when you
not-
almost die, and then,
let me ask this.
all the extra time is just extra. It's bonus.
Let me
Brennan,
ask
you
this
live in
real quick.
Wisconsin, right?
Sadly, yes.
When you go places in Bears gear, what do people tell you?
Oh, it's disgusting.
Right though that the Bears are fake. The Bears aren't this.
Oh, yeah,
the Bears
100%.
haven't played anybody. And you know what? People are right. The Bears haven't played anybody. So if you play
haven't.
6 good teams in a row and you win 2 or 3 games of those 6, I'll feel fine.
Yeah,
if we end up with 11 wins and we're in the playoffs, great. If we end up with 10 wins and we're not, okay,
why-
we still
I
had
have
a
a
great
question.
season.
I have a question.
But why can't expectations change? Before the season, the Patriots were expected to win
Thank
8
you. I was
games in
just gonna
Vegas.
say. So
Now
the Patriots,
was it
Patriots are the
9.5?
AFC equivalent of the Bears. Okay.
Bro,
think it was
Okay,
one and a
great.
half.
Look at the Patriots schedule and look at the Bears.
Okay,
Yeah,
so if we had a
that's
Patriots
irrelevant.
fan on the show right now and we asked them the same question, I don't believe they're saying, "Oh yeah, if we
Bro,
miss the
look at their
playoffs, it's all
schedule.
good."
Look at the Patriots' remaining schedule.
That's
Yeah,
my
it's
They
point, though.
played.
But-
What do you mean? Your point? What?
It's not even. Hold on, though. It's not even the point of who they're playing and who they're not playing. It's just a mindset that you guys have. When you have a loser mindset, you're going to continue to be losers.
We
If you
haven't
ask a
been good
Patriots
since 2018. So I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know what. This,
I'm sorry, but you guys are just coming off as ungrateful. Is all that I'm hearing from you guys. Matt and Brennan right now are being grateful in the fact that they were supposed to have a shit season and now they're first in the division by
We're
week
having
12.
fun.
That doesn't mean
Yeah,
you're ready
yeah.
to just hand it over, though.
We're not
be
handing it
with
over.
if we're the 8 seed, you're not going to see me complain. I'm not going to lie. If we're the 9 seed,
I'll be a
I'm not
little
gonna
disappointed.
complain.
I'll be
I was
like,
going to say
fuck,
just more
man.
the fact you said you weren't going to be disappointed if you don't make the playoffs. Like I get
not.
it's.
I'm not going to be disappointed.
Yeah,
I
You tell me
would-
if
I
you
would
win
be
11
if we
games
don't
and
make
don't make the
playoffs.
playoffs, you're not going to be a little upset.
No, because the whole time before the season started, it was you guys have the second hardest schedule, and I agreed. And we've been we talked about this today. The Raiders, the Bengals with Joe Flacco, fucking Mason Rudolph, all these shitters, and now we play playoff contenders, Super Bowl contenders. And if we lose, the narratives are going to be like, "Oh, we're frauds. They were so ass." Blah blah
Okay,
blah.
I
Like,
get that.
dude, what?
But if
So-
you win
so,
2 games in your last 6, and you are like even 3 games, right? Like you're at 11 wins, but
Yep.
somehow more teams have more wins and they sneak in over you when you have 11 wins. I feel like as a team, obviously low expectations going into this year.
Well, sure.
But then
okay.
you play great,
Am I going to be
exceed
pissed
that.
if you win 11 and miss? Sure. If that's what
That's
you
what I'm.
want
But
to
that's,
that's
but
not
that's
gonna
what I'm saying. You
happen.
just
We're
said
not
you
gonna
wouldn't be
11
mad if you
games
missed the
in
playoffs, which like
I wouldn't be like
that
coming
point-
on here bitching about it. I'd be like, all right, well, we just got to get ready for next year now. Like
That was
the
a
So
good
Matt,
NFC is
so Matt and
so
Brennan,
stacked.
hang on. If
The NFC
if you
is so
guys
stacked.
if you guys go out and beat the Eagles this week, and
Okay.
then choke the season away and miss the playoffs, are you disappointed?
No,
beat
we
the Super Bowl
played
champs.
really well
Such a
against the Eagles,
that's
and we
such a
did really
dumb
well.
hypothetical, Ryan.
Why?
That's just not going to happen.
That could
we
If
love
we come out-
hypotheticals here, though. We love
if we come
hypotheticals.
out
This whole
and
thing is a
beat the
hypothetical.
Eagles,
That's
if
so
we come
hard
out
to
and
tell.
beat the Eagles, we're awesome.
And,
Like-
and then proceed to miss the playoffs. Are you upset?
That's not going to happen. If we come out and we beat
Don't-
the
don't
Eagles,
do
we're going
that.
to
Don't
steamroll
avoid-
the
don't
Packers.
avoid the
We're going to
question.
steamroll the Lions.
Yo,
we're
I
going
mean,
to
if
fucking
You better
beat
hold the
UNC.
fucking phone.
If
Hold
you
on
beat the
now.
Eagles,
Dude,
we can beat the Packers. We can beat the Lions. I don't know why we would fumble the
Yeah.
season away. Like that doesn't really make sense. But
How you guys made the
steamroll is
switch
crazy.
to aw shucks to we're world beaters if we beat the Eagles and we shouldn't lose another game is crazy to me. You guys are
I mean, I don't
Delulu.
speak for Matt, but if somehow the Bears beat the fucking Eagles, it's gonna get disgusting. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna act if we somehow beat the Eagles.
Because up to now, we've been like, I don't know, the Bears are pretty fun. They might be kind of good. And people are like, oh, you guys suck. You haven't fucking played anybody. You can't do this. You guys can't do this. Blah, 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 blah. If you come out and you beat the Eagles in Philly in front of the entire fucking planet on Black Friday, we're here. We've arrived. Get fucked. We're winning the division. We're winning playoff games. We're rolling.
That's what I'm looking for. So that's your litmus test then. If that's what it takes for you to get over that hump and jump across that building like Neo did in the Matrix and finally make it, then we're good. But that's
if they lose, I'm still at where I am right now.
Okay.
Me and Connor talked about this all day today. I don't think the Eagles should be our test because the Lions haven't beaten them and the Packers haven't beaten them in like 4 years. So Eagles should not be our test. The real test is the Lions and the Packers.
100%.
In my opinion.
100% with you. But I could see, so going into this season, you and Brennan, you look at the Eagles game on Black Friday, you're just like lost. You don't even think about it. You're like, that's a 100%. Loss. And right now you're like, I don't know.
I'm taking the Eagles.
Maybe we could win 24-23. Maybe we lose 51-14.
I don't get it, bro.
Bro, how your team is 8-3 and you've already just chalked it up as an L is crazy to me. I don't care who you're
going
playing.
Into the season.
Are you taking the Bears
into the season?
Is anyone here taking the Bears on Friday?
I am.
Fuck.
No, I know you're not.
I'm not.
I'm not fucking taking them. That's for sure.
I mean, it's like an 8-point spread, which you're I don't know. That kind of feels disrespectful.
But you guys want to be. But you guys want to be a good team, and then you don't want to beat anyone good, or you don't want to have confidence in beating anyone good.
Do I think we're going to beat them? No. Two different things. I want to be good. Coming into the season, I want to win the Super Bowl, of course. But I have to be real with my brain and be like, the Eagles are a better team. I think they're going to win at home. Like, I feel like that makes a lot of sense, but maybe I'm just speaking Moran had to leave. He was just so mad.
Yeah.
Too much beef juice in blood, I guess.
No, I just think we're different people. It's fair.
You're a winner, Moran. You're a Packer fan. My team has been ass my whole life, so it's a little different over here.
No, man, like even in life, if you tell me I'm going to play Michael Jordan, I'm going to tell you.
It's
just the way I think.
You and Connor are going to be great friends. Me and Connor,
that's
my best friend. We
bust his ass, bro.
His confidence is triple mine. So yeah, you can talk to Connor about that.
That's fair.
I ain't being fucking Michael Jordan. Nothing.
We're at about an hour, boys, so I don't want to go too long here. We had a few other things. We didn't really do a Bears-Steelers recap. The Bears won, like the Bears always do. No surprise there. You already know where we go. So, just real quick, you guys had the idea to do some cheese grades, which I thought was a nice play on words. So I would just like to go through and give I'm going to throw out something having to do with your team, and I would just like you guys to give a letter grade on whatever I throw out. Moran, let's start with you. Jordan Love, letter grade so far this year. Let's grade Jordan Love. What are you giving him?
A+.
A+.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Moran. What are we even doing?
Moran,
it all makes sense now.
You can just leave again. That's fine.
It's not. Hold on.
If you're out there and you're listening, we'll send you Moran's address to get him a TV.
The thing is, all of our audience is a lot of Wisconsin Packer fans, so they're gonna love.
Hold on.
But I think even they would disagree with that because they're sensible people.
Can I explain my grade, or do I just get shit on it?
You get a small explanation.
I'll give you 15 seconds.
Okay. Well, when you talk about the guy's play caller and that the play calling has been soft, he's been doing a lot with what he's been given. When he's been asked to do stuff, he does it. He has a sickle throw every week of the season. He hasn't lost us any game, maybe one.
A+.
It's just he's that dude. He just is.
He's argued against himself and then continued to say A+.
Yeah, that's Marat. His brain isn't a blend.
No, see is what you get.
No.
All right, Ryan. For you, we're gonna say Dan Campbell.
That's a good pick. I like that.
A B+.
Okay. I'm all right with that.
Okay.
I like.
You guys want to shit on me before I give my explanation?
No, absolutely not. That was so realistic.
Okay.
I completely. I like that.
You could give a reason.
I'm something my brother is not. I like to use the word honest. But
I'm dead serious. I don't say anything I don't believe in.
Yeah.
So no, I say B plus because I think the John Morton hire was questionable, and that falls on Campbell and as it does Holmes.
He gets a B plus because he scored 40 against the Commanders' backups.
Wait, do I get to explain my part and finish, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, we still have a good record. Like we're still in it. Like the sky isn't falling, even though it felt that way on Sunday. I don't know, man. It's just not. Look, when you go 15-2 last year and everything possible went your way in the regular season, like these ups and downs we're having right now are normal. Like this is what teams go through. It's not sunshine and rainbows all the time. And it's crazy to me that Lions fans' expectations have gotten to the 15-2 point when we haven't done anything besides the division titles. Like we came close to a Super Bowl. Great. I love that. I'm all about Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, but like we also need to like be realistic and temper our expectations. Like other teams in the NFL are good, and you're gonna lose games sometimes, and it's not gonna look pretty. But Dan Campbell's job is to figure out how to right the ship and get these major issues under control until we get to the playoffs. But for now, he's keeping it together. It's a B plus.
All right,
I like
B plus for Dan Campbell. Next, we're going to go to Connor. Connor, your grade is for the Packers' offensive line.
Woof. I'd say. I mean, if you're throwing in like the injuries and stuff and like what we've kind of had to deal with our offensive line, I'd maybe give it like a B minus, maybe somewhere around there. Like just the injuries we've had have been terrible, and like when we're out, like you can tell how big of an impact it has. Especially because I've said multiple times, my thing with Jordan Love is he has no pocket presence. It's actually like terrible. He stays in the pocket way too long, and when our top offensive linemen are out, that's when he takes all of his sacks, is because they can't hold their guy and then he stays in the pocket too long, takes a sack. But when they are healthy, we actually see them do their job. They can hold the line, and that's when we, have a lot of our big plays and when Jordan Love's having his better games. So I'd throw it at like a B minus just because we have had injuries, which has caused it to look bad. But when we're healthy, we're playing really well.
Okay. Brennan, you already know what's coming. Caleb Williams.
I'm gonna go with I'll go with B minus as well. He has very good games. It's kind of hard to tell because like we've just been harping this whole time. We've been playing shitty teams, but there's some games where he booms and then sometimes he dooms. So I think he's improving. Is there some things he needs to improve on? Obviously, every quarterback needs to, unless your name's Patrick Mahomes. But I'm gonna go with a B minus for Caleb so far.
The thing with Caleb that I'm starting to notice, Brennan, is his mistakes. Not only are there fewer of them, like against the Steelers, he had some overthrows, right? He sailed some balls.
His accuracy is his number one thing he needs to fix.
He had an inexplicable play in the end zone for the fumble that TJ Watt forced. But
I think that's more on TJ Watt. Personally, he is just an animal. But yes,
get rid of the ball. What are you doing? TJ Watt's right there. Just throw it.
One of my friends were kind of talking to me about that. You got to pick and choose with Caleb because otherwise he gets out and runs for a first, or he does that. So
I know his elusiveness is crazy, and you don't want to rein it in. But sometimes I just want to throw it away. But what I was going to say was I rarely feel like he's not throwing to the right spot. It's not always like, he sails it. It's a little bit accurate, but I'm never like, what the fuck was he thinking there? Like making that throw to that place. So earlier in the season, I was like, dude, what are we doing? Check it down. Hit the slant. Do this. Now I feel like he's playing on time. I'd be a little scared if I was a fan of another NFC North team. All right, Alex, let's end with you. The Vikings are a little tough. We don't want to give you JJ because his play's been tough. So let's go overall. Let's just make it easy. Let's just go Kevin O'Connell. How's KOC doing? One of my favorite coaches in the league.
One guy respect on the Vikings.
That is interesting. I'm going to give KOC I think I'm going to give him a flat C.
The C in KOC stands for average.
Yes. I believe last year, obviously tremendous coach of the year, blah, blah, blah. This year, I think he has been very, very average in terms of both play calling and like earlier in the year, I don't know what the hell we were thinking when it came to keeping Carson Wentz in there. Like, there's just been a lot of questionable things going on. Like that god awful tight end sneak we ran against the Packers. Like, there's been a lot of questionable play calling this year coming from Kevin O'Connell. But I do believe he is making or trying to make the best out of this god-awful J.J. McCarthy situation. So that's where I give him the C. Our run game is doing very good. Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason both look very good when they're in there. And our offensive line is actually playing well because it's very hit or miss for some reason, depending on the game. I think C is a fair spot for KOC.
I feel like he's trying to add some little trickery or some other bullshit because he's not really trusting JJ like we've known. So he's like, you know what, fuck it, let's just throw Hawkinson back there. And
when you don't trust your quarterback, man, shit gets hard.
He's trying to find some little different plays to get something to work.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Matt, can I ask you one since you didn't get to go?
Sure, buddy.
Cheese grade. Colson Loveland.
Ooh.
A+.
Really?
Dude, real talk. Colson Loveland is a freaking beast.
No, you know what kills me? Is you give him an A+, and Moran of all people goes, oh, I can't do this.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, watch Colson Loveland. He's going to be the best tight end in the NFL within 2 years.
Yeah, Musgrave
that guy's trash.
Wait. What you just said is going to get lost. He's going to be the best tight end in the NFL in 2 years?
Within 2 years. Yeah.
2 years?
No.
Matt,
explain.
I'm not hesitating. I'm not even unsure about it.
Bell?
He is
Colston
Loveland over Tyler Warren. It's not even close. Colston Loveland is going to run circles around Tyler Warren.
I see what you talk about with Bear fans, Connor. Sometimes, man, he's Bear fans. Am I right?
And I love Tyler Warren. He's a beast. But Colston Loveland is prime Travis Kelce in waiting.
I think I'm getting into the Trey McBride #1.
His hands are unbelievable. He's a freak athlete. He
don't get me wrong. He's been playing really good the last few weeks because he wasn't getting a whole lot of reps early, was he?
They didn't use him before that. I can't really let that affect his grade.
He's making some plays. I get that.
He has a good tight end above him right now. It's hard to get on the field. So.
Exactly. We're playing the vet, so yeah, but no, Colston Loveland, absolute baller,
can't
and a
get
real
behind
A+.
the best in the league take, though. I don't agree with that one.
He won't even be the best tight end in the NFC North.
I do love me some Tucker Kraft, but I
can't argue with that one.
He comes back the same.
Oh, come on, guys, don't fall for it.
Laporta, when's he coming back?
I'm falling for it.
Well, he'll be back next year. We'll have to see. I can't believe
we know who number 4 is. T.J. Hawkinson.
That guy unfortunately is not.
Get him off my team.
What happened to him is the
How much
real
money
century.
I don't know.
I mean, fantasy-wise, too, he was always a nice guy to have. Good for 7 catches,
all
60
three of
yards,
us were
whatever.
like, dude, we want Hawkinson on our fantasy team.
I got him
one, and I'm like, that was the worst take I had all year.
Well, the thought was JJ's security blanket, right? You're going to dump it down to Hawkinson over and over, and it never happened.
They counter away with rookies.
Yep. Turns out JJ just pees his pants. Oh, well.
Before we go, you know what's crazy is having a team that's 8-3 in first place and not changing expectations.
16.6 million is what TJ Hawkinson
Let's bring that up again and have that entire conversation.
Get him going.
Jesus criminy. That's crazy.
All right, boys, let's get out of here. Fellas, get your plugs in. We'll get ours in, and then we'll get out of here.
You can follow us everywhere at Cheese, CHEEZ, and AND Bear Pod. Everywhere. Appreciate you guys doing this with us.
Oh, yeah.
Go Bears.
That was a ton of fun, fellas. Yeah, follow us on the socials at Honolulu Cheese, at Honolulu Cheese Podcast. We're on X. We're the Everything app. We're on Instagram. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. All the spots. We're on all the spots. TikTok, Ryan. We're on TikTok.
OnlyFans.
Oh,
Yes.
Ron's posting feet pics.
Come
They're
on.
an A+. Just ask him.
Can I just say real
All right,
quick?
boys, let's get out of here. But thank you guys so much. This was a blast.
One thing we at least need to do predictions for Thursday. Lions, Packers. Who are you guys going?
Lions.
I got the Packers.
Lions.
Ooh.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You guys all
Yes,
got
sir.
the
I got the
Lions?
Packers.
Matt, you too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lions at home.
Shall we?
Yes.
I'll go Lions.
Yeah.
Shall we throw a wager since I'm the only
I got
one?
Packers.
Or can I just take?
Come on.
Packers. Let me see.
That's
what
fair.
Mason's got. Let's see if he's.
I think
Mason's
they're.
got the Lions too.
I should go the Lions. I low-key want to go the Lions because I'm in first in my pick'ems, but they're at home. It's going to be a great game, but I think we end up pulling this one out. I really do.
The game won't be close. Carry on.
Ooh,
we'll see about
spicy.
that.
All right, boys.
All
Let's
right,
get out of here.
boys. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We're thankful for Ben
Yes.
Johnson.
Thanks for
and
doing
for
this,
all
boys.
Thankful for
listening.
Ben Johnson
Awesome
and Caleb
time.
Williams. Jalen Johnson, please play.
Thankful for winning 8 games with 7 left.
All right, see you guys later. Bear down.
Bear down.
Go Bucks.
Go Packers.
Go Packers.